Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this card. I got the idea from this card, which was a swap from Founder Circle from Catherine Sanders. Love her card. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here are the pieces we're using. Let's get the Melon Mambo here. This is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then the basic black piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And Smoky Slate is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then the Whisper White is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on the inside. Okay, so then these two strips are cut at 3/4 inch, and then these two with the Whisper White, and then this is the back to black designer paper. These both are cut at 1/2 inch wide. And then also we're going to use a doily. And then we have the clips. I'm using the arrow one with the piece of the baker's twine and the Whisper White. Okay, so first we're going to go ahead and stamp. Okay, so we're going to stamp with the 4 Feathers stamp set. And then the greeting is from one of my favorites, A Dozen Thoughts. And then we're also going to use this Gorgeous Grunge stamp set with this little stripes here. So first we're going to go ahead and use the Smoky Slate. And we're going to use the Smoky Slate Classic Ink. And we're just going to go ahead and stamp this image along the bottom first. Okay, then we're going to take one of the 4 feathers, stamp this in the Smoky Slate also. Stamp that right on top, about there. Okay, let me change up my stamp. Use this one. We're going to stamp on the Whisper White piece. So we're going to cut these out with the Big Shot. So there's that one. Then we're going to grab the Melon Mambo Classic Ink. We're going to stamp this feather. I love that feather. It's so pretty. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and grab our Memento ink. And we're going to stamp the greeting. You made my day. Put this on here. Okay. Hopefully it comes out straight because I got a little 1/2 inch piece here. Okay, I'm going to stamp that right about there. Alright, and you're going to leave a little bit of an edge there so we can punch that out with the 1 inch square punch. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our Big Shot next. Okay, so we're going to cut our 2 feathers out with the feather framelets. You get both sizes in here. It's one of my favorite stamp sets. Okay. We're going to go ahead and cut that. So there's one and there's one. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the Big Shot. Okay, so we're going to bring in all our pieces here so we can start building our card. So first we're going to go ahead and put the Smoky Slate piece onto the basic black. And this is going to go on the Melon Mambo. Okay, so now we're going to grab the 1 inch square punch and we're going to flag the ends on these strips. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so next we're going to cut this doily into quarters. So we're going to cut this in half and then in half again. And I'm actually going to cut this off so it doesn't show. Okay, so we're going to attach this to the bottom, well actually probably right about here. And then we're going to take the Melon Mambo piece, and I left it kind of long so I can kind of judge where I want to have this placed. Right about there. And then I can just trim it off like that. Okay, so then the next piece would be the black. Put that right about here. Trim piece off. And then the designer paper is next. Overlap them all right there. Okay, and then we're going to trim this edge off here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and stick this little clip on there with the arrow going, you made my day. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Put this along the bottom here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and tuck our feathers in underneath here like that. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the back side. And it's just really slipping it in underneath that designer paper. Just like that. Whoops. That stuck to me. Okay, so then you're just going to take You Made My Day, just layer that on top of that. Alright, so now we're not finished yet. We're going to add some bling to it. So first we're going to add some rhinestones. And I have the Melon Mambo Blendabilities marker. This is the dark color. You want to use the dark. And what I did over here is I already colored in 2, but I'm going to color in another one, so I need 3. And then also we're going to color in the gold sequins. So let me get some scrap paper here. Okay, so we're just going to peel off the sequins. And remember, when you're coloring in the gold sequins, you want to use the darker color of your blendabilities. And the easiest way I found is I'm just going to take my paper piercing tool and I'm just going to hold the center of the sequins in place while I color it. Okay, so you get the idea. We can color in our sequins with our blendability markers. Love that! Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take the card, and I'm going to add the rhinestones first to the bottom of the black, piece of the banner. Okay, and then I'm going to take some liquid glue, and I'm just going to dot a little bit, just randomly all over the background here. Okay, and we're just going to put the sequins on top of the liquid glue. Pretty. So it matches the card base. I love this card. Now let's go ahead and add the Whisper White piece in the inside. Let's decorate it. Okay. And of course we're going to go ahead and stamp. Let's grab the Melon Mambo here. And then I'm going to stamp this feather on the inside. Just right off to the corner there. Cute. Okay, so that's it. Don't you love this card? I love it. Okay, so there's that one, and here's this one. And then here's the one from Catherine that we got as a swap. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.